Great day, everyone. This is Jason Santos, and for today, we are going to discuss one-to-one functions and inverse functions. So, this is still in continuation of the first quarter of discussions for general mathematics, and what was used in this presentation was taken from the senior high school module, general mathematics. First quarter. Okay? So ngayon, let's try to define first what is inverse of a 1:1 function para mas maintindihan natin siya. When we reverse the process performed by any function, function of x, we call it the inverse of function of x. What this means is that the original domain and range switch its positions from the original function. So, from the term itself, inverse, what this means is that dati, we have this domain and range, okay? And we have the concept of 1:1, meaning kung ano yung nakalagay sa domain mo, dapat meron siyang equivalent na isa doon sa range. If your function is 1:1, okay, at hindi siya relation, then you can inverse it or pwede mo siyang pagbaliktarin. And what you just need to do is switch its positions. Pagpapalitin mo lang yung pwesto niya. So, to better explain this, now let's look at this example. So, if we have the original functions as this, you have x and y, and then ito yung domain mo, and then ito yung what you call this, the range. This is your range. If you would inspect, 1:1 lang siya, walang nauulit na numbers dito, okay, or walang nauulit na function, okay. Sabi kanina, all we have to do is switch the position, from domain and range. So, let's see paano ba yung mangyayari if we will switch the positions. So, looking at this, we can see na nagpalit lang sila ng pwesto. From yung x natin kanina or yung domain, siya na ngayon yung range sa inverse functions. Yung x kanina, siya na yung y ngayon or domain na naging range. At yung range natin kanina, siya naman na ngayon yung domain, from y naging x. Okay? So, I hope that's clear. Now, to define this using the module, ito yung definition from the module, inverse 1:1 function, let f be a 1:1 function with domain A, yung domain mo daw, example, it's A, and range B. The inverse of f is denoted by f -1 or f sub -1. Pagka in-inverse mo daw yung regular na f, positive yan siya, magiging negative or vice versa. It is a function with a domain B. So kanina domain A ka nga, ngayon domain B na, And then range B, ngayon range A. Defined by f -1. Or yung y. Kasi yung f naman na positive, yun yung x mo. Function of x, ayan siya. So, magiging y naman na siya. If and only if function of x is equals to y for any y in B. Or meaning, 1:1 dapat siya. If 1:1 yung function natin, pwede natin siyang pagbaliktarin or i-inverse. Okay? And then, a strict reminder, only 1:1 function has or can be inverse. If a function is not 1:1, properly defining an inverse function will be problematic. So, mahihirapan tayong i-inverse siya. Or, to put it simply, hindi mo siya mai-inverse. Okay? So, for example, let's say yung function mo, 1 is equals to 5, tapos meron ka pang 3 is equals to 5. So, dun sa previous natin, discussions natin, ang tawag natin dito relation. Kasi dalawang functions from X or from your domain ay may katumbas na parehong number from Y side or range, which is 5. So again, kapag kaganyan, hindi siya 1-to-1 at hindi mo siya pwedeng i-inverse. Okay? So, tingnan natin, no, how do we inverse? No? Based dun sa example natin kanina, pinagbaliktad natin. Ito, subukan naman natin ngayon. Ano? Find the inverse function of the ordered pair sets. So, which are as follows. So, 1 is -1, 2 is 2, 3 is 4, 4 is 6, and 5 is 8. So, let's take, for instance, na yung first numbers natin, or yung nasa left side, yun yung X or domain, at yung nasa right side naman, yun yung Y or yung range. Okay? So, sabi, let's find the inverse function. So, anong gagawin natin? Solution, ito yung original function natin, binabalang natin, ang gagawin mo ay, i-reverse mo lang siya. So, inverse function. So, -1, kanina, nasa right, mapupunta siya dito, and then yung 1 nandito. So, yan, ito medyo mahirap i-delineate kasi pareho siyang positive. Yung 3, nalipat sa right, 4, nalipat sa left. 4, 6, 5, 8. Okay? So, it's as simple as that. Ano? Ganun lang mag-inverse ng functions kapag ganyan yung given mo. Ngayon, now that we understand na kailangan lang nating pagbaliktarin yung functions as long as it's 1-to-1 para ma-inverse natin siya. The next step naman is how do we compute for it? No? Gagamitan na natin siya ngayon ng computation. And to make it easy, there are 3 steps or certain steps na kailangan mo lang sundin para mas madali mong ma-inverse yung function. So, ito yung mga steps na yun. A, write the function in the form of y is equals to fx. So, yung given natin na f and x, ang katumbas nun ay y. Okay? So, we will always solve for y. Next will be to interchange the x and y variables. So, pagbabaliktarin mo naman na daw yung x and y variables. And then, letter C is to solve for y in terms of x. Okay? So, solve daw natin yung y using x. Okay? So, tingnan natin paano siya mangyayari. So, let's say we want to inverse the function of 3x plus 1. So, yung function of x equals to 3x plus 1, pinai-inverse natin. So, ano yung gagawin natin? Ulit, meron tayong 3 steps. So, let's start. A, dapat yung equation of function ay gawin mong y is equals to 3x plus 1. So, itong fx mo, sabi kanina, gawin mo siyang y. So, ganun ang ginawa natin dito. Y is equals to 3x plus 1. So, ano yung next? Interchange the x and y variables. So, pagbabalik-tarin na natin yung variables natin. Kanina, andito yung x, napunta siya sa left. Yung y, napunta sa right. Okay? So, naging x is equals to 3y plus 1. Okay? And then C, solve for y in terms of x, and x is equals to 3y plus 1. So, ngayon, isosolve naman na natin yung y using these terms. So, paano? So, what's going to happen is this. Okay? Yung 1, this one, ito, itatranspose mo sa left side. So, yung 1, dinala natin siya dito sa kaliwa. Okay? Dinala natin. So, ano nangyari? Bakit naging -1? Kasi nilipat mo siya Opposite, Positive siya kanina, nilipat mo siya sa left, magiging x -1. Okay? And it is equals to 3y. Ngayon, x minus 1 is equals to 3y. So, ano yung gagawin natin, ano? Para ma-cancel siya. Okay? So, applyan natin ng laws of fraction, ano? Meron ka numerator na 3, lalagyan mo siya ng denominator na 3 dito. Imagine niyo na merong 3 dito. So, 3y over 3 tapos x minus 1 over 3. So, ito na siya, no? X minus 1 over 3 tapos meron ka dito kaninang 3y over 3. And since pareho siya, ika-cancel out mo na lang, may iwanan ka na lang ng y. So, y na lang yung naiwan dyan. So, ngayon, ang lumabas, x minus 1 over 3 is equals to y. So, ano yung next na gagawin mo? Isulat mo lang siya ng maayos, ano? Kasi, ang sabi dito, solve for y. So, hanapin natin yung y. Y is equals to x minus 1 over 3 or function negative 1. So, bakit function negative 1 or f negative 1? Balikan ko lang mabilis, ano? Yun yung nasa definition natin, ano? The inverse of f is function negative 1. Okay? So, tatandaan natin yun, ano? So, since in-inverse na natin siya, isulat mo na rin, ano? After mo nang makuha yung answer mo, y is equals to x minus 1 over 3, or f minus 1 is equals to x minus 1 over 3. So, I hope this one is clear for all of you listeners. Ano? So, next, subukan naman natin to, no? I will let you solve this on your own. So, find the inverse function of this, no? Function of x is equals to 3x minus 2. Okay? So, gagamitin lang natin yung same principle dito, class. You're going to use A, B, and C. Ano-ano yon? Equation of function is y is equals to yung given, interchange the x and y variables, and then solve for y. So, you can pause this video and then try to answer this on your own. And then once you're done, you can resume the video and then let's look at the answers together. Alright, so if you're already done, let's see paano natin isosolve yung inverse of this function. So, ito yung solution natin. A, the equation of function is, sabi natin, gagawin mong y, yung fx mo. So, sinulat mo na yung y. Tapos, kinopya mo lang to, equals to 3x minus 2. B, interchange the x and y variables. So, x, punta ka sa kaliwa, y, punta ka sa kanan. So, x is equals to 3y minus 2. And then, next, solve for y in terms of x. So, x equals to 3y minus 2. So, binaba natin siya. And then, ano yung ginawa natin kanina? Itong number dito, nilipat natin sa kabila. No? So, itong negative 2, nilipat natin sa x. And since nilipat natin siya, magbabago rin yung kanyang sign. Magiging positive siya. Kasi inverse eh. Tatandaan nyo, no? Opposite siya. So, x plus 2 is equals to 3y. Okay? Ngayon, itong 1/3, pwede nyong isipin ito as just a guide. Ano? Hindi naman kailangan na nandyan siya. But we are just, again, applying the laws of fraction. So, kaya siya nandyan para may guide ka, no? Kung ano yung gagawin mo. Sabi natin kanina, meron ka ng 3y, no? So, may numerator ka, nalalagyan mo na lang siya ng denominator, no? 3y over 3. So, yun yung nangyari dyan. And then, kinancel out mo na lang siya. So, naiwanan ka na lang ng y. And then, on your left side, you have x plus 2. So, lalagyan mo rin ng denominator na 3. So, ano yung nangyari? Yan, x over 3 plus 2 over 3 is equals to y. Or, pwede mong isulat na y is equals to x over 3 plus 2 over 3. And then, yung y, palitan mo ng f negative 1. No? So, f negative 1 is equals to x over 3 plus 2 over 3. Also, this is an acceptable answer, no? Pwede mo siyang isulat na f minus 1 is equals to x plus 2 over 3. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan natin kung gaano kadali class yung pag-i-inverse ng functions. Alright, so I hope you have learned something from this video. As always, for more videos like this, you can check out my playlists. I have discussions for business math, statistics, general math, marketing subjects, and and more business subjects. Follow me also on my social media platforms. I am in Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and many more. And with that, thank you so much. To God be all the glory till our next video.